Hey, I'm Phoebe Hart. I'm a director, producer and writer of documentary and factual films. And I've made films such as Orchids, My Intersect Adventure, Roller Derby Dolls and Down Undergrads, and they've all been broadcast on national television in Australia and overseas. So I'm involved in several different projects independently where I'd be pitching ideas to broadcasters and working with other producers, directors, camera people, etc. And then I sort of have some other elements of my life, which are things like teaching at QUT. I'm a mum, so I have a young daughter, and other sorts of things just as they come up, professional speaking engagements, websites, consultancy, etc. It took many years to sort of become established as a filmmaker. It is an incredibly competitive environment and I think I needed to find my niche. I sort of tried nearly everything at first. I applied for positions, I made my own films, I went into competitions, for example, and I sort of managed to get my foot in the door with Network 10, worked with those guys for a few years, and that sort of really built up my experience quite a lot. I think the things about me that have contributed to my career success would be largely that I'm quite persistent and taking setbacks as they come and learning from them, and just one sort of baby step after another. And with each project I do, I think I improve, I learn so much, and that's, I guess, about mastery in a sense, and that just takes a long time and a lot of effort. I juggle everything with a fair amount of difficulty and brain strain a lot of the time, and I have to have a very good iCal system. Things that I'm paid to turn up to do at a certain time, they sort of proceed maybe sort of working on projects that are important to do, but they might have a longer time frame. So for example, developing new ideas is really important, but it's sort of something that can happen in downtime. So I regularly go to the Australian International Documentary Conference, connect with other people from my community, the documentary filmmaking community that I've known over many years, but also then meet new friends through them. And that's how you sort of make new connections and find new production partners and more opportunities, basically. Meeting people at the right time and having that chat to them and them being in that mood to be receptive to your idea, or just being in that right place, right time, and sort of finding an extraordinary story that you can connect with and that you really love. That's just pure happenstance and you can't predict that, and you have to be open and ready for that when it happens. I don't have as much time to sort of devote to really big documentary projects as I used to because I'm a mum, and so I have sort of gone a little bit part-time. Fortunately, just being a kind of freelancer, that's actually worked okay for me because I can do things when I have the time rather than have a 9-to-5 schedule, so that's been really good. I find that I'm doing a lot more work consulting on other people's projects, like younger directors and producers, and giving them the advice that I've learned over the years and helping to shape their ideas and stories so that they're going to have success when they go to pitch them to broadcasters. And my advice is just simply to get a camera. They're not expensive to buy anymore, and just start filming ideas, start filming stories. If you've got an interesting friend or you have access to some subculture that you may be a part of, talk to those people and see if they don't mind you following them around for a bit, and out of that see if you can't make it like a short film. And you don't need much more than those resources and just a bit of tenacity and I guess the sensitivity to sort of know when to turn the camera on and off in certain situations, and you know, before you know it, you're on your way to becoming a documentary filmmaker.